friends. It's good to see you here today. We have some exciting new stories that we're getting into regarding the life of David. Yeah, we just finished up Joseph, and now we're moving on to some other new stories and some cool things in the Bible. And this one happens to be the life of David. It's one of my favorite people in the Bible because there's so much that we can learn through his life. Yeah, I know, a little hiccup there, huh? People get hiccups. Hope they don't keep starting. That'd be bad right now. But through the life of David, we learn that God helped him do things that were hard. That's right. David was a shepherd. A shepherd takes care of the sheep. And when David was a young boy, his dad had a job for him to do. Do you have jobs that you do? Do any of them include watching sheep? No, I don't think there's too many people, maybe some, that's their job to watch some sheep. Maybe your job is to watch your dog, take care of an animal at home. Oh, yes, Travis feeds his fish. Yep, that is something that's watching. Not quite the same as herds of sheep, but it's still taking care of something. So he was young, and his dad would send him out to the field, and they would go watch the sheep. They would tend to the sheep. And when he was out there, he had lots of time to pray and talk to God. Yeah, and he wrote songs. He wrote some amazing songs that God put in his heart. Some very beautiful songs about God and how God took care of him and how strong and mighty God is. The other thing he had to do was fight off. Yep, he had to fight the predators. There were some Yes, predators is a big word for some animal that would attack the sheep and the bears. Yeah, not your kind of bear. Bears and lions, they would come, and David would have to protect the sheep from them. He would have to make sure he was ready. He would use a slingshot and his stick, and he learned how to fight off the bears and the lions and take care of his sheep. He did hard things. God taught him how to do hard things. And so that was kind of one of the cool things about David when he was spending time in the field and he thought he was all alone. He was actually learning some lessons. Oh, you have something in your heart? Should we look and see what it is? Let's see it's kind of hard. You don't have a hard heart. Oh, good. And it's heavy. And it's stuck. Let's see. Ooh. Okay. He's got a stone. Why do you... Oh, I see. There is more to the story about hard things that God helped David do, and it does include a stone. You were right. Should we go on? Yeah, he wants to finish up that part of the story. That's your favorite part. Oh, okay. So, one day when David was out in the fields taking care of the sheep, his dad came to him and said, I have a job for you to do. You see, the Israelites were in a battle, an ongoing battle with the Philistines. And the Philistines, they didn't follow God, they didn't honor God, and they did not like the Israelites. And so his brothers were all on the field fighting, but David was the youngest. And so he was at home taking care of the field and the sheep and helping his dad. But his dad said, I need you to go to the battlefield, go find your brothers and bring them these supplies. They need some food and supplies. So David went and did that. When he got there, he heard one of the Philistine soldiers. He was on the field on the other side, and he heard them teasing and taunting and yelling bad things about God and about the soldiers. And you see, the thing was that David was just a young boy, but Goliath, that's right, Goliath was a giant. He was huge. And even the other soldiers were scared. Were they shaking in their boots? They were shaking. They were scared because he was such a big giant. And he said, if just one person comes out and fights me and wins, we'll walk away. And none of them wanted to do it. But David, he got there and he's like, who is this guy? I know my God, and I know my God can help me do hard things. He said, I'll do it. Yeah, that's probably what he got. All of his brothers and all these soldiers probably looked at David and went, maybe not you. But David said, yes, God's going to help me do the hard things. And so David said, let me go do it. And they said, okay, if you really believe this is what God's asking you to do. And he did. And they even tried to put armor on him, big armor, and it was too big. That's right. Yeah, he said, nope, get this armor off of me. And God told him to do something. Do you know what it was? You do, because you got the stone. You want me to sing the song? Okay. There is a little song. It's a cute little song that kind of helps us with how the story went. Let's see. I'll give it a shot. Okay. He really wants me to sing it. Okay. It goes like this. Only a boy named David, only a babbling brook. Only a boy named David, and 5 smooth stones he took. Only a boy named David, only a little sling. Only a boy named David, but he could pray and sing. And I almost forgot the rest of it. One little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And one little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round. And round and round and round and round and round and round and round. And whoop. Yep. One little stone went out of the sling, and the giant came tumbling down. Is that your favorite part? Yep. The giant came tumbling down. I think that when kids like to do that one, that's one of the favorite parts of the story is to kind of, the song, you get to kind of fall down. And giant came tumbling down. You can kind of sing that song and do it. It's a fun song to remind you of the story and how God once again helped David do hard things. And it's interesting because David didn't need the armor and all the stuff that the other soldiers had. God had given him what he needed. And he just needed his slingshot and his stones, and God had trained him in that. And so sometimes we think, oh, I need something else. I need something else to do hard things. And God says, nope, I gave you what you needed to do the hard things. And that's the most important part. When God asks us to do something, maybe for you, you think, oh, God's really wanting me to go share Jesus with my friend. But that's hard and I'm scared. But you know what? God put it in you. God gives you his love and he gives you his peace. And he said, I've given you what you need to just go over and tell somebody, you know what? Jesus loves you. And that's what's so amazing about God is he gives us what we need to do what he's asking us to do. And that is part of the life of David, the first part of the lesson. We'll get to more next week. I am so glad you guys are here, and I hope you have an amazing week. We will see you next Sunday. Bye.